So a lot of you guys were asking a really interesting question recently about Call of Duty Mobile's engine. Is there any chance Call of Duty Mobile will update its engine from Unity to Unreal or not? And is it really important to update the game engine for the future of Call of Duty Mobile? Call of Duty Mobile is clearly starting to step up its gameplay experience by slowly implementing mechanics, animations, and sound design from Modern Warfare 2 and other Call of Duty titles from PC and console. We're seeing better reload animations, heavier weapon sounds, more realistic movement, and overall a more grounded feel compared to how the game used to be. But the real question is that actually enough to push the game forward in the long run? As we all know, Call of Duty Mobile is built using Unity, which is a low-end graphics engine that focuses more on efficiency and compatibility. It consumes fewer resources, runs well on low-end devices, and delivers acceptable visuals without sacrificing performance. And to be fair, that was a smart decision back then. If you ask me, Call of Duty Mobile with the Unity engine was genuinely a next-gen mobile FPS if today was 2018 or 2019, because back then it was absolutely insane to see that level of graphics, animations, and smooth gameplay on mobile devices. Phones from that era were weak compared to today, and Call of Duty Mobile was way ahead of its time. But now it's almost 2026, and smartphones today are easily multiple generations ahead, with better CPUs, more powerful GPUs, faster storage, and way more RAM. Modern phones are capable of doing things that were simply impossible in 2018 or 2019, and this is where the problem starts. The Unity engine is now becoming a bottleneck, limiting how far Call of Duty Mobile can really go. When you compare that to games built on Unreal Engine, like Delta Force Mobile, you can immediately see the difference. Lighting, shadows, weapon detail, environmental depth, and audio quality all feel more alive and closer to a true PC or console experience. And even if Call of Duty Mobile tries its hardest, the engine itself puts a cap on how immersive the game can feel. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely love what they're doing with the new DMZ mode. The Modern Warfare 2 style sound effects, mechanics, animations, and the new map are a big step in the right direction. And it finally feels like Call of Duty Mobile is moving away from that arcade-style, futuristic vibe and trying to become more grounded and tactical. That said, something still feels a bit off, and I know why. It's just the beginning. The gameplay feels very similar to Warzone, but not fully there yet. And over time, with more polish, better animations, and deeper mechanics, this mode can definitely evolve into something much better. One thing that still hurts the experience, though, is the lack of tactical sprint, because tactical sprint alone could completely change how movement feels, make engagements more dynamic, and add more depth to gunfights, especially in large-scale modes. Now, personally, I'm not a huge fan of extraction or DMZ-style modes. I'm more of a Battle Royale player. But if I'm being honest, I've barely touched Call of Duty Mobile's Battle Royale. And that's not out of hate. And compared to Warzone, it just looks and feels outdated. The animations, movement, and overall presentation don't hit the same way. And that's a big problem for a flagship Call of Duty title. Battle Royale in Call of Duty Mobile desperately needs a major overhaul, and honestly, based on what we're seeing with DMZ, I think that overhaul is already in progress. All these new animations, mechanics, and sound designs feel like they're being tested in DMZ first, before eventually making their way into Battle Royale. Imagine Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale with Warzone-style plate-up animations instead of futuristic armor, proper parachute animations instead of the wingsuit abomination, contracts, UAV towers, classic zipline animations and transitions, Warzone-style precision airstrikes, better sound cues, and a more grounded, realistic presentation overall. And let's be real, the moment Verdansk comes to Call of Duty Mobile, the game will completely change. If all of that happens, Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale will finally feel like a true Warzone experience on mobile. And at that point, the game will be absolutely cooked. And I'm genuinely excited to see where this goes in the future. But here's the reality when it comes to an engine upgrade. Switching from Unity to Unreal is not a simple update. The developers would have to rebuild the entire game from scratch, including maps, mechanics, animations, UI, and optimization, which means years of development, massive financial investment, and a high risk of breaking compatibility with low-end devices. And let's be honest, I don't think a company like Activision, which prioritizes profit more than community satisfaction, is willing to take that risk. From a business perspective, Unity still makes sense because it keeps the player base large and development costs lower. So realistically, there's almost no chance of a full engine upgrade, but that doesn't mean the game won't improve. The gameplay experience, animations, sound design, and mechanics will continue to evolve and get closer to a current-gen Call of Duty feel, just within the limits of Unity. At the end of the day, Call of Duty Mobile is moving in the right direction. It's just doing it slowly and carefully. Anyway, what do you think about the new DMZ, and would you like to see all of these changes fully implemented into Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and hey, thanks for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, and peace out.